This field, we're going to look at Mississippi State and a lot of their screens from the 2022 season and things that Mike Leach has done in the past. They obviously did it this past year, almost an extension of the run game with a lot of stuff that they do. And the very first one is one that's a little bit different. I know it's probably one that a lot of guys have seen in the past, but right here, all this is a middle screen. And it's pretty simple. Right here against LSU, you can see 3 front. Those guys are in 5s. Probably trying to get a speed rush right there, trying to create a little bit of pressure. And right here, all that they do is they end up leaving these tackles on the ends right here in this look. So leave the tackles on the end, try to wash them by. These guys punch, and then they release, and they just go vertical to take right there. The back, he makes it look like he's running an arrow right there, and then he comes back inside right there for the screen, right there behind the lineman. We'll play and see how it takes place. There again, you see the ball snapped. Running back turns his shoulders. He starts going that direction. Once he gets outside the tackle, he puts the brakes on. Coming back to the middle of the field right there, trying to catch it right at the line of scrimmage or behind. Right there, just a little bit past, which they're not going to call it if you're that close. So, as you can see again, these guys want to try to set inside, let him rush the C gap, get him in the C gap, same thing right there, hopefully, but right there he ends up running through the B gap. If they do run through the B gap, just like you would on your tunnel screen, go ahead and block back on that guy, pin him, don't let him retrace his steps right there. Look at the interior lineman. Here you got a nose. So right there, they get a punch and then they pull, they rip, they try to let that guy go. That's what they do right there. Some of these guys are stumbling. Obviously, you got linemen every now and then they'll stumble, do all that stuff. That's fine. Play fast. They're able to get a body on them right there, body on them right there. There's the next lineman right there just running straight through the alley. Running back catches it. He's going vertical right there. So pretty interesting. Almost turns into a punt return. Almost turns to a kick return right there, just catching it. You got the big guys out there with a license to miss. Run through it. Not sure what the rules are anymore outside the box once they release, but right there, just run through it. Play fast, don't slow down. You got a license to miss, just run. And those defenders at least have to get out of the way of that body, and the back can hopefully make something happen right there. Good play right there against LSU. Again, trying to slow down the pass rush when you're throwing these screens, just getting completions, almost an extension of the run game right there. Let those guys tire themselves out, getting upfield, get a completion, make those guys run, make them tackle in space. Another look here against A&M. Obviously, long yard situation, 3rd and 26. So these guys are in obvious pass rushing mode right here. They're getting outside leverage, 5 techniques. They're standing up there running. They're just trying to get to the quarterback right there. So they end up calling a screen right here, 3rd and 26. Don't want to just force it down the field. They get trips to the boundary. Those guys right there just going to block man on. Again, these tackles are setting. They're trying to get them to the C gap, wash them. If they do go B gap, just pin those guys. Right there, they get them in the C gap. Run it back, take a look at the running back again. He's going to open his shoulders like he's going an arrow right there. Once he gets outside the tackle, put those brakes on, coming back to the line of scrimmage right there. Good, easy completion right at the line of scrimmage. There's your blockers that are releasing. Try to get in behind those guys. Really good play here by this outside backer. Falls in there. He's able to make a play. And you can see the nose trying to retrace there as well. So, again, 3rd and 26. Those edge defenders, a lot of times they're going to be trying to get the rush. These guys are looking for a screen because that's obviously one of those things that they'll do in long yard situations there on 3rd down. Just don't quite hit it. You can see how close that was. If they can get a body on him, they may slip that thing and be running. And no telling what happens again, getting your guy in space. Another look here, this middle screen, this time against Memphis. I really want to put this on here because of a look they have here from the defensive end. So as this is played, you can see they're setting right here. Getting a little bit of twist, all this stuff, but really it's this guy that I want you to pay attention to. He ends up going to the B gap, and then he spins all the way over there to the A gap. So right there, the guard stays on, and the tackle releases. So right there, I think that's one of those things that kind of screws up their timing, but right there, you can see they're almost reading it, and that tackle ends up releasing. He slides to the A gap, so he stays with him right there and just washes him down. These other guys are trying to release right here as well. But if you look back right here with that tackle releasing after he gets all that depth with an arrow, then coming back in, it almost jumbles this up. He's in the way. He has to slow down, slide in behind that guy right there. Still get the completion. You got bodies right there, 3-on-2. But right there, that linebacker slices in. It makes a really good play. But right there, you can see how it kind of jumbles it up. If that tackle is the one that's having to release, especially if he releases kind of late, it jumbles it up. He has to avoid that. And I think that's probably one of the big reasons they wanted to make this guy miss and create a decent play right there for Mississippi State. Next screen we're going to take a look at is the old double screen that everybody's been running for years. You have a back going that way, you've got a tunnel coming back this way. So with that being said, I'll kind of break down how we've ran in the past, and I'd love to hear how you guys do it as well. Hadn't ran this play very effectively in the past couple years, but right here, the reason why it's called a double screen is because you have the option to possibly throw the ball out here to the back. You're going to block man on outside shoulder for the swing. Both tackles right here are going to set C gap. They're going to try to wash everything by. So as they're blocking man on, he's setting to the C gap player and letting him rush, and the quarterback is reading basically this space. Used to read that end. If that end would release right there, we're just releasing that tackle out there to lead. But right here, they're past setting right there, so you're basically reading a backer, you're reading if the safety rolls or anything like that. Well, we'll tell the quarterback, which is a little bit different than what I've ever been taught and what we used to be taught. Instead of reading the DN, I just tell them to read this space. If you see anybody running hard, whether it's a DN, whether it's a linebacker, whether it's a safety, whatever, if you see anybody running hard to that back, I want to get off of it. So right here, this linebacker, which is probably his read because he's setting to the C gap, that linebacker's running hard right there. He's off of it, going backside here to the tunnel. Now the blocking on that is typically going to be, he's running that tunnel, you're going to jab and then go right there. Inside receiver slot, he's going to take that man right there. The main thing you don't want to do, right here, he does a really good job because it's tight man-to-man. He's got to get him off of him. All right there. It's really good to run this against man-to-man. The only thing that's really bad about it is if he can follow right there, which he does a great job of getting him off of the receiver right there. If he does follow, it creates a negative play and a chance for an interception. But right there against man-to-man, if you can get that guy picked, you can almost take 2 for 1 because he's going to widen right here. You can see the man that's manned up on him. He's got to widen right there. Or you could double move that and go vertical if he's stepping up for that screen. So right there you can see, great job right there getting the pick, coming underneath. For the line right here, what you can have from tunnel side tackle all the way to the backside guard, these guys are going to be blocking for the screen. So this tackle, you're going to block C gap. All right, you want to wash this as deep as you can so you can create an alley here for the quarterback to throw, which there's the alley that you're talking about for the quarterback to throw. So guard, center, and left guard, we're going to slide. That was 1, that was 2. Put hands on, then we can pull them by. Hopefully what you want to try to do is to get these guys stumble so their eyes can get down. So you want to punch, pull. Right here you can see this is what they're really looking for right here. This guy's he's stumbling, his hands are down. There's no chance for him to make a play right there and knock it down. So play side guard or the tunnel side guard, he's going to set, and then he's releasing the kick, and right there's the kick. The guy that ends up going out, that was man-to-man on that guy. So that guard's going to kick. He looks a little bit lost, not doing a great job right there with his eyes, but he gets to him there late. You've got the center. Right here, he's going to set, punch, pull. Then he's going to get on the sidewalk right there in the alley. He's running vertical, looking for that safety. Backside guard, you can do a few different things. You can either lead him as well, or you can rat kill, spin him back for the guys that are going to be redirecting and trying to chase right here, which is you're looking at 57 right here. He starts working upfield, then he turns back looking for that rat kill because he knows he's probably not going to be able to do anything upfield. So they create a great tunnel right here. So this is a beautiful play of running that double screen. Again, kick, alley, rat kill, and you're creating that tunnel for that guy to hit it, get into the alley, and then get vertical and just be a ball player from there. And right here, again, explosive play here from Mississippi State, throwing that tunnel. Great job running against man-to-man. Good job by that receiver trusting that tunnel and those linemen getting out in front. So we'll look at a few more looks of the old double screen right here and just kind of the different things that they've done this year. Another look here at a 2x2. This time, 3 safety look here from Texas Tech. They start him going that way, and you can see how quickly the quarterback gets off of that swing. He catches it. His eyes almost go right there at the back. So I think right here they're probably just telling him, hey, we want to throw it against this look, or maybe they just decide they want to throw it, and they're not really double screening it right here. Get a little bit of a blitz, which is fine, but we'll take a look at it. Don't like it, gets back to the backside. One thing right here to look at, this guy right here, this DN, he ends up going B gap. You can see this tackle, he's trying to set to the C gap, but if he does go B gap, I'm going to pin that guy. I'm not going to let him redirect right there, and I'm going to try to wash him as far that way as possible to create an alley. We're able to create an alley right there and get that ball to him. Good job here by the quarterback, giving him a little ground. Good easy throw right there on his body, and you see these linemen are releasing right here as well. So again, sliding away, he sees the blitz. He wants to show that he's blocking, and then he slips it to the kick there, play side guard. He's going alley. It looks like this backside tackle right here gets a little bit caught up. He should be trying to release to possibly rat kill right there, stop anything from running back and chasing down. But right there, if you stop it right there, it's going to be a really good play. So kick right there. He's going to lead up to that safety. Boom, he slides in, then get back out so he can stay away from the other side of the defense. And right there creates a pretty good play on a 1st and 10 on that screen, that tunnel screen right there against Texas Tech in the bowl game. Pretty good look right there as far as what they want. Beat the blitz and got 9 yards. Another way that they ran this screen, and just another tool in the toolbox, is they did it out of empty. Now instead of just swinging the guy out of 2x2, they just bubble that guy, line him up right there, bubble him. He's blocking right there. You got the tunnel, C gap, guard sets, kick, center sets. He's alley, rat kill right there, and obviously bubble. If you wanted to read that and you like the numbers, you could throw the bubble out there to it. Right here, you can see it's caught. Quarterback basically pumps it over there trying to get these linebackers to set that way, and then he gets backside pretty quick there to the tunnel. Good job here with what the guard and the tackle do over here to the left side. You can see he's rushing B gap. I'm not sure if this was one of those calls for the game. They knew that this guy was going to be a big at player that tackle sets, and then he releases. So they basically switched. Who is blocking that end? He's washing him upfield. There's a center still alley. He's trying to rat kill right there. D tackle's trying to play right there. So just get on him, lock on, and run that guy as far as he wants to go. Kick, alley. Now we're getting in there, running that tunnel screen out of empty. And what they ended up doing was switching that tackle and the guard as to who they wanted to block with right there and who they want to get to the alley. So another one of those things you can do, get in empty. And also if you feel like that guy was a big gap player, big gap rusher, now you can block that guy with the guard, release that tackle a little bit easier, and now you're still getting the numbers out there, same angles, and get one-on-one with that safety or linebacker right there, getting about 5-6 yards on an easy completion. Again, make those guys run, get the ball in space. The screen is very similar to the last one, just a little bit different as far as the schematics of it. And if you saw it just kind of happen in real time, you might think it's actually a tunnel, but right here, it's a little bit different. We probably call it a slip screen right here. They're faking inside zone that direction. All right, so the only guys that are really running inside zone are the front side tackle and the front side guard. So they're just treating it just like if it was inside zone. These other guys are just slipping. So they're stepping like it's inside zone 1-2, and they're getting out right there. Tackle's getting out. He's going to the alley. Guard's getting out. He should be going right there, and center's getting out as well. So right there, they're getting 3 linemen out. Just a quick fake right there. Back's obviously flashing across. Quick jab. You can see the quarterback, he just gets one slide back, throwing off his back foot right there, getting it out. And right here, they're throwing it to the number 2 receiver out of trips. Blocking man on right there, one step, running that tunnel, get that thing to him on that slip. Get into that wave of these linemen getting out in front of you, get in that wave, and see what can happen right there. Again, almost like a punt return. So right there, quick jab, and you see these ends are playing the run just a little bit. Puts it right there, really accurate ball right here. Where it puts it right there on his front side shoulder, which is what you want, so then they can roll into that wave of linemen right there, going vertical again. Just creating a way to slow that pass rush down, getting the ball out there to your guys on the edge. And like Mike Leach talks about is with balance is that you're getting the ball to all your guys on the field. Everybody on the field has a chance to touch it and be effective right there. Another way to get the ball outside, get another guy a touch, a different guy a touch that can be effective. Let that guy play in space. Look here, same play at 3x1. This time it's a little different look here from the secondary. So instead of just knowing you got that guy, he's going to take most dangerous. So he slows down just a little bit. Again, faking inside zone that way away. Jab, step back to the quarterback's left, and flip that ball to him right there on his upfield shoulder. As you can see, there's really nobody right there immediately, so just slow down. All right, they got to come to you, or you're going to get a pretty decent gain. So he slows down. Here's this bagger coming out. He ends up taking him, which is fine. All right, right here you can see, again, jabbing like they're going inside zone. Tackle's slipping right there, trying to get to the alley. That guard's already slipped, trying to get up to the backer right there. Good job. Real athletic look right there. He's already on his guy. Now this guy's running out there to the alley. You can see his center gets held up right here. He's punching. He's trying to release, and that D tackle just grabs him and holds him. He should be out there in the alley, but right there that D tackle grabs him. Hopefully he can be stronger and get through that right there. Easy completion. You can see how far off these guys are playing. That guy's actually rolling almost like to a deep third or something like that in that Tampa 2. And right there, fakes it right there at quarterback, flips it out there, puts it on his body. If you stopped it right here, you'd say, let's play ball, let's get going. And that's what happens right there. You got guys in space. This tackle gets out there. We got 2 for 1 right here. He ends up blowing this guy up. Smokes him. That's one of those hits that those guys love. Chance to hit that guy and just bury him. He just lays on top of him right there. That's what you want to see when you're getting those guys out there in the screen. Punishing those guys that are trying to come up and make plays. He does a good job getting out there. Getting to your guy, getting vertical. Pretty good play right there on a 1st and 10 for Mississippi State. Last look right here, and probably say the best look for the last. Right here, if you're looking at La Tech's defense, they've got wide 5s out here. It's 1st and 10, so it's not an obvious pass rush situation. It's 1st and 10, and you can see those guys are wide 5. So right here again, faking inside zone that direction. You can see the tackle steps down, makes it look like inside zone, and then he's going to release to the alley. Same thing, with making it look like inside zone before they release, get into that wall right there. These guys over here, the tackle and guard, just treat like inside zone. So if you look at here to the outside, it's a little bit different here as well on this look. Again, getting most dangerous, and right here, if you're thinking most dangerous pre-snap, it'd probably be that guy. Right here, as you play it, you can see he actually backs up, gets into that alley. So right there, he does a good job of slowing down, find the most dangerous right there. He's the one that's coming down. He's really a non-factor, so step in there, try to get a body on him. Gets a body on him. There's this tackle coming. He's a little bit late. Good thing he got his body on. I don't think that tackle would have got there in time. So right there, good job again, getting your butt into the alley. Get your hips there, get your butt around. Tackle really doesn't do a whole lot, but as you can see, backside guard right here, he ends up pinning this backer that after the inside zone was trying to work back out. So pins him. Now there's that center running that alley really for nobody. Should be rolling right through there. But right there, he's getting out in front of him. Cuts some guys off. Now they're rolling in space. Exactly what you're looking for right there. Good execution right there. Great job hitting this thing with some momentum. Outruns that guy diving at him, and then he makes a safety miss, which is, if you're going to score on this play, is what you got to do. Good job right there by Mississippi State. Great execution, and it's one of those things that's beautiful whenever you hit these slip screens, tunnel screens, or even the middle screen, and it goes for a good play.